everybody, and welcome to the Geeky Puppet Show tonight. For what? For what? For the X-Men, issue 22. But before we get into that, let's meet our cast and crew. To my side, he's the sickest of lips. It's Froggy.
Hi. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, that's right. It's Geeky Puppet Show.
I remembered. If you look over there, you can see he is Eric of all brains. Eric Brain.
Did you say we're on the Creepy Muppet Show?
I think he did.
No. Close.
That's a little different.
The Creepy Puppet Show is great. Hello there.
Daddy?
Hi.
No, that's not me, Alicia. You should know this by now.
How should I know?
If
I
you look below,
cannot
you can
see you.
of course, Melissa and Amy.
If we made desserts, we'd be the Cake and Crumpet Show. Cake and Crumpet.
And lastly, not leastly, of course, it's Miranya.
Good evening, everyone.
And now it's time for the X-Men.
Well,
Take away! Here comes a startling stampede of yesteryear's most sensational supervillains in Divided We Fall.
you know, if we all had macaroni and you had cheese, we call it the macaroni and cheese game.
Ooh.
Oh,
Because you're all the cheese, Puppetine. You're the cheesiest as well.
That would be the cheesy puppet.
Team.
The scene. The Fantastic Danger Room in
Yeah.
X-Men HQ, where the world's most unique superhero team have spent countless grueling hours waiting for their coffee.
Yep.
I'm getting it!
Well, get it faster, Carl. Developing to the peak of their not having coffee fighting prowess.
Yeah.
But now, as they enter the familiar chamber, the miraculous mutants find themselves confronting a new and awesome sight. An espresso machine.
Yep.
ooh, that apparition. It's huge. We're all dwarfed by its mere shadow. That is a big cup of coffee.
Yep.
It's a robot, but more enormous, more powerful looking than any we've ever faced before. Ha-cha-cha!
Hot chocolate.
That is correct, Angel. Since two of your most crucial missions of late have involved robot menaces.
Don't laugh, Puppetine. Don't make yourself laugh.
I have devised this ultimate test to see what you've learned. Therefore, meet Colosso, my newest intellectual property.
This
I'm
was
sure it'll be a success.
yes, and then after that, they designed Colossus.
Uh-huh. I think doesn't Iceman have a line?
No,
Colosso, a most appropriate appellation indeed. He makes King Kong look like an organ grinder's monkey.
Yipes. Couldn't you just give us a written quiz for a change, Professor? He looks as mean as the Sentinels and Lucifer's Ultra Androids rolled at one.
get with it, Bobby. We've licked robots before,
Yeah.
and we'll give this one the same treatment, head to toe.
Ooh.
Don't like robots.
Boy, that wasn't foreshadowing.
It tastes like pennies. Don't do that.
Hey, Mr. Narrator.
Yeah.
Hold on. You got to read the bottom part.
Wow.
Since Stan is on vacation now, he'll be in the second reading. Let's see how a swinging staff handles a yarn all by their loathsome self. Continue. Carl.
Continue, Mr. Puppetine.
Editor. Who
Emeritus.
is it?
Well,
Not-
Carl, I'm going to wait for you say the second word.
Emeritus?
There you
Very good, Carl.
Thank you, sir.
That would be, I still want my coffee.
It's almost done.
Oh, it's Stan Lee.
Oh, Who's the script by, Major?
That would be Roy Thomas.
As a beaver.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Who's the art by?
That would be Werner Roth.
Oh,
Well, who's inking today?
That would be Darlin' Dick Ayers.
Well, who's lettering today?
Artie Semek.
Who the hell made Colosso?
Why, that would be Irving Forbush Robotics and Nator Inc.
It's always great to have artful Artie Semek on the scene.
oh yeah.
The next moment, now pardon me, I'm parched. The dramatic tableau is shattered as the massive metal figure strides omnibusly forward.
Okay, Psych. The professor's leaving us on our own. So you better make with the deputy leader bit and fast.
You can't fight an enemy until you know something about them. So we're gonna play the dating game. We're gonna each take questions.
Fair enough.
And the first thing we've got to do is find out about the Robit's powers.
Great thinking, and pal. But what'll Colosso be doing in the meantime?
Those strange multicolored lights. They have an almost hypnotic effect.
Buy new Marvel books.
Oh, there he is.
All right, X-Men. You have 5 minutes to defeat Colosso. The time period begins now.
You're entirely too beneficent, sir.
Well, somebody has to get the old ball rolling, and it might as well be me. Ha-cha-cha.
Wait, you're flying directly at the android or robot.
Flying an evasion course, Angel. Be careful not to be dazed by Lizzo's flashing lights.
Oh
They're
my.
huge headlights.
Uh-huh.
Relax, worry warts. With my speed, I can fly circles around this. Oh, fuck!
Oh no, it got Angel. He is falling.
Don't
Angel
sound
has fallen.
Mhm.
I said he's falling.
Cha! I'm paralyzed. Can't fly. Shit.
Don't worry, Warren. I'll stop your fall telekinetically.
Thank you, Gene.
So that's his main power. Just another crummy blast ray.
Excuse me?
A sheet of solid ice on the floor around him will put the skids on that overgrown trash can. If it works on the Sentinels, it ought to work on Colosso.
Good work, Iceman. But he isn't moving now, and I haven't had enough mental energy to push him over.
Well, at least Bobby stopped him long enough for me to recover. He can't advance without falling and going.
Shit.
Like that.
However, to the X-Men's surprise,
Uh-oh. He from his legs. Melting the ice. A pushover this character isn't.
Most astute deduction, my frostbitten and friend.
then the most powerful and most tragic, oh, Crimea River, of the mutant band steps to the fore.
Like, out of the way, all of you guys. I'm unleashing my victim beam.
Mm-hmm.
It's so tragic.
Yep.
If I can damage a vital spot, then the rest of you will be able to finish him off. The only time I'm not a menace to society or stealing hubcaps is when I'm playing this character. Or when I'm combating one. I wish it was Spider-Man.
Yeah. Then you'd at least get cake.
Careful of those beady little eyes of yours, Psych. You almost pulverized the noble beast.
Well, this is the most repulsing development.
Ah,
The robot's made a mixed material that repels my beam. I should have gas zap.
uh-huh.
Why would you guess that, though?
Things aren't exactly looking up. If Psych's I-beams can't stop Colosso, what can?
Yeah,
Who is that?
that's a Cyclops, and that goes up to
Are you
me.
sure it's me first, or are you sure at the top?
About to draw his visor.
Oh, you're right. They didn't draw his visor.
Okay. Ah, don't
Oh,
despair,
hey,
lads. Don't despair, lads. Relief is just a second away. But first, it behooves me to get behind my potent prey.
Careful, Hank. It'll take more than raw strength to defeat that robot.
Yet the professor's tests are always capable of a final solution. There must be a way. After all, he's not a intellectual property.
Yeah, he just keeps them. Ah, fear not, female. Have I not always held that violence is the last refuge of the incompetent?
So we read it out of order. I was supposed to be Iceman or our Mike guy, and then the rest of you guys.
Yeah. Oh. I merely wish to throw it off balance so that Scott can have another go at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I ducked. How frustrating.
Quack.
But it couldn't have seen me unless the professor is guiding it from below.
I am blind.
No, Hank. I am only supplying it with power. The answer to your question lies elsewhere.
So we take out the professor. The robot falls over.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what are y'all talking about?
Then the momentarily stymied X-Men continue to plot Professor X's gruesome murder. And
What the hell, guys?
That sounds like storms rolling in.
Yeah.
It's not your debut yet. You gotta wait a couple more issues.
No.
Well, we struck out acting separately. It's time to show what teamwork can do. Let's murder this son of a bitch.
I guess Iceman?
Okay.
I see.
Sure. That must be it. The same way we managed to defeat our previous robot opponents.
But first, we've got to find his weakness.
I'm with you, Sick, but we've been in a hurry. Our 5 minutes are almost over. It's almost like it's been 13 minutes and 25 seconds.
Right. Ah, Tempest Fugits indeed.
I'm not sure this is.
Uh-oh, don't look now, but it would appear that Colosso is getting restless. Here he comes.
You know, I could have seen Beast saying that too as well, but oh well.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine.
How about this?
And he looks mad.
They don't identify who the dialogue could be. That's the
They
problem.
don't.
And he looks mad. The professor must have equipped him with a temper in addition to everything else.
He's having a meltdown.
Brr.
Yeah, Angel first.
I must be getting smarter, Deputy Leader. I thought of that move all by myself. Ha-cha-cha.
We can worry about your intellectual prowess in a second. Right now, all of you, run away.
I don't care about the intellectual progress of my intellectual property!
I hope I can levitate myself to safety fast enough to elude the robot.
Ah, pardon if I seem unchivalrous, but gang away.
We can't win this fight by running away. We've got to make a stand. And fast.
however,
It's no use. You and I were too slow, Scott. Colosso can use us as shields until the 5 minutes have elapsed.
Perhaps, but did you see how the lights on his head glow more brightly as he reached out for us? That may be just the clue we need. Put an air bubble in the professor's mind.
Yep.
And then give me that blanket. I'm cold. At once, Gene.
Of course Cyclops, but I still don't see.
So,
Just do as I say, woman. There's no time for explanations. Now!
so
Okay, here's the blanket.
Scott has figured out the secret of the robot's sensory power. Once again, he's proven himself a resourceful leader. But the battle is not yet won, and I must undermine him at every chance in the future.
Oh, yes.
Excellent, Gene. You brought the blanket to us in record time. Now let it fall over the head of Colossal. Good girl.
Thanks. Though to tell the truth, I don't see how that will help. I mean, nobody could have possibly made a robot, a giant armored robot, that could be beaten by a blanket.
Well, I guess we'll know in a moment whether I was right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I suspect this robot's like Alicia.
Uh-huh.
And amazingly, no one has still said quiet, Gene. And the next second, astonishingly,
Yeah, he's dropping us. You were right, but what did the blanket do?
Well, he took away the professor's security blanket.
now he
My
looks pretty silly.
legs would be cold if I could feel them.
Now he just looks pretty silly, just sucking his thumb with no blanket.
Uh-huh.
I guess those flashlights were the source of his scene. The beast attacked from behind, so we blocked them. We'll hit the floor hard. Watch yourself.
Oh, I won't. Oh, wait. Maybe I can stop him too.
Don't be so melodramatic, Scotty, old boy. The angel is here to guide you down gently. As for you, Gene,
I float.
you seem to have forgotten her telekinetic powers, which freed you in the first place.
Thanks, Warren. You'll be a great publisher someday. He's right. I must watch myself, for she must never know how much I care for her.
God, he never stops thinking that.
Get out of my mind! Quiet, Professor!
And even as Cyclops and Marvel Girl reach... Oh, even... that's what happens with coffee deprivation, Carl.
I brought your espresso like half an hour ago.
And even as Cyclops and Marvel Girl reach the ground safely...
Ah, there. This is exquisite knot to keep our ferric foe's senses confused a bit longer. But I'll need help. Wherefore art thou, Bobby-O?
WBF, it's Bobby Horton.
Yeah.
Right here, chum. My concentrated ice barrage will slow down his attempt to free himself.
Ah, well done, my quick frozen computer. Now the agile beast can take his leave.
Keep it up, Iceman. As long as his head is covered, he can't operate properly. That's why he dropped Gene and me.
He's like a budgie.
But while the X-Men prepare their final attack...
What?
Wow, look at this. Colossus unveils the uncanny ability to go back in time 72 issues.
And save everybody.
Still more startling surprises.
I'll say.
Colossus, in the future, does Carl bring you your coffee on time?
Duh. It is this coffee, but it is shit coffee.
Well, he's an unpaid intern.
It's what he is fired.
Then there's no coffee. That's not great.
Well, this might be Angel.
Wouldn't you know it? He had more heat jets in his head, and they're melting the ice. Shit.
Not only that, but we have only seconds left before our time is over. And we'll have lost our fight with the robot.
Well then, it's time for the Super Deluxe Xmas special treatment. I'll keep pouring on the ice as long as I can.
Well, I add my mental powers to the physical ones of Angel and the Beast to try and topple Colosso.
With his present perplexed perceptions, we may be able to do just that.
Why isn't that the name of a X-Men book? Super Deluxe X-Men Special.
Yeah.
It's working! He's starting to wobble, but if he's a weeble, he won't fall down. However, we best still not let up.
I can't turn my beams on the robot for fear of accidentally murdering Warren in public.
Where murder is a pleasure.
Yep.
But I can blast a hole in the floor beneath his feet. I don't give a shit about the mansion. I don't pay for it. Professor does.
Then, with a resounding crash,
He's down. That means we won.
Great observation. Dumbass. And we did it as a team. No one of us could have done and stolen the professor's blanket, blinding our opponent so we could just knock him over with a thumb.
That is true, Scott.
It's damn true, Professor.
And that, of course, was the point of your bout with the robot. Alone, the powers of each of you are formidable enough. But together, you are almost... Title card. It's not my property yet. It will be! Invincible! However, don't put in a rest on your laurels. I'll improve Colosso, and one day you may face him again. Click!
Fine, I'll rest on my hearties. And also, he could have saved us and the rest of the house when we destroyed is just telling us that in the first place. But no, he had to try and murder us.
In the meantime, since your last vacation was interrupted by the battle with the mimic Asterisk,
Inish 19, Smug Stan.
I'm telling you all to get the hell out for a 2 weeks holiday. If any emergency arises, I'll contact you mentally.
Great! Ha! I'm halfway home now. Ha-cha-cha.
What a chance to visit my sister in Albany.
Did you just hear what I heard, Beastie?
Indeed I did, Bobby boy. And I'm relatively certain that we are elated for similar reasons.
I'm gonna go cry in the corner.
Say, Gene, how about dinner in New York City?
New York City!
Manhattan?
Before your train leaves.
Why, I'd love it, Warren, if it wouldn't be a bother.
Bother? Bite your tongue, gal, or mine.
Hey, I propose, lad, that we have two embark for a Greenwich Village post-haste.
And with your vow. And vow.
Only Sick Lips remains pensive, grim. I'm becoming extremely worried about him.
I wonder if I
This is exactly what I thought in the last time y'all went on vacation.
wonder if I could use my power beam subtly to push him in front of a train like that Marvel guy.
Uh-huh.
In almost less time than it takes to recount, the 5 fabulous teenagers are leaving for varying destinations.
Gene and Warren make a lovely couple. I envy him more than I can ever do reveal. He has a great sport coat. Oh, what am I kidding? That shit's ugly.
It is nice. Oh, Scott, why don't you dine with us? We'd love to have you, wouldn't we, Warren?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hop aboard, old and buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks. I think I will.
Shit.
I know Angel doesn't really want me along, but I can't resist the temptation to cock block him.
Ah.
Spend even 4 moments with you're the one I love.
Ooh.
Myself.
Facepalm.
And thus, the X-Men depart to all parts of the entire tri-state area,
Mm-hmm.
little dreaming that they leave behind them an anguished mind, a soul in torment, pixel fingers blocking eyes.
Yep.
Oh, thank God that Scott is gone. Now I can finally be the one that's sorry for myself.
Yep.
I'm so sorry for myself, Professor.
Yes, but away from me.
I changed my mind. We're spending the vacation together.
So you can be more
We
sorry
can
for
play
yourself.
basketball, shoot some hoops.
Oh.
They can walk in the sunshine. They can play basketball and shoot some hoops. Feel the wind striking their faces while I'm confined to this wheelchair, a hopeless cripple. Is there no chance for me? Will I never walk again? I can't accept that fate. I can't!
Professor, let's go to the top of the stairs and make it feel better.
Yep.
I mean, he can still go outside.
He can roll out.
Oh.
But even as Professor Xavier pisses and moans,
He probably is pissing himself.
a quite different scene is being enacted some distance away in a secret fortification not far from Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
I wonder how sorry this guy feels for himself.
At last, all is in readiness. I, Count Nefaria. Any count will do for this voice. Am prepared to strike. It's about time, too. He's been out of circulation since Suspense 68. Stan.
Is he a magician?
He looks like it.
For
He's
I
all
have
up.
gathered together the remnants of my once powerful magia. I've heard it both ways, gang.
Magia.
I've now heard it 3 ways. That makes me hungry for Skyline Chili,
Mm-hmm.
as well as 5 super villains as my lieutenants.
One of them will be Dan.
Too long have I felt the humiliating sting of my defeat at the hands of Iron Man.
Yeah.
Now, in this wealthiest of nations, I, Count Nefaria, shall make Count Nefaria a name to be repeated. And in so doing, I shall achieve ends the world does not suspect.
Blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah. I mean, ha, ha, ha. However, there is still one element missing from my plans, and this recent newspaper has provided me with the means of supplying that element.
Daily Bugle! Heroes or villains? J. Jonah Jameson here saying... or asking who? What are they? The Hulk?
Where is the Hulk?
The X-Men, outcasts of society, with powers beyond imagining, editorialized by Jonah Jameson, not the 3 J's.
How dare you?
I'm a count, yet I can't count to 3.
No? Practice.
They must
I can count to 4.
and shall become my and allies.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you don't have a girlfriend. You can't
I
get
can count to 4. I can count to 4.
He does have a daughter.
I do?
Not
Aria
long
does.
afterward, in the weird and wacky section of New York City.
New York City.
New York City! Nobody? Really?
Look, it's Mary Jane with some old guy.
I am very disappointed in the lack of participation.
Me too.
So much so that Not long afterward, in the weird and wacky section of New York City,
New York
New
City.
York City!
Thank you.
That was a little better. Known as Greenwich Village.
Look alive, Hank. There's Zelda, and she's on time for a change. Hey, Zel, over here.
Your enthusiasm is admirable, my fresh frozen and friend. But I don't seem to behold the object of my affections about.
Cheer up, chum. Remember, she was still working at the library when we called. It may take her a little while to get here. Greetings, girl of my life. How's about a movie while away the hours?
Do I buy the tickets, or will you splurge and take me Dutch treat? No, you're sort of cool in your own nutty way.
She only knew. Hey, I
Yeah.
think I see Vera now.
Is that more of that foreshadowing?
Yep. Salutations, beauteous one. Your punctuality shall be rewarded by an excursion to the local cinema, followed by a luxurious Malton. What's your reaction to that glorious message, Vera?
It's Pixel.
Look at your god.
Go ahead, Pixel.
Well, I say you'd better get your goggles fixed, man. My name's Waldo. You found me, not me. It's getting so rock and roll singers. Oh, wait, am I supposed to be a Beatle?
Oh,
No.
Oh, okay.
Last I checked, there was no Beatle named Waldo.
nope.
We
Not
find
a
it.
real Beatle, a Marvel Beatle.
That's more like Warhol.
These little rock and roll star singers got no privacy anymore.
Sorry, son. I taught you with someone I knew. Long-suffering beast has done it again.
And they turned Bobby gay.
I know, right?
Yeah.
As the offended passerby strides angrily away.
Well, Mr. McCoy, if you're quite finished making a fool of yourself.
Oh, hello, Vera. Not quite. I mean,
Never mind. It was a perfectly natural mistake.
You
He's
say
really
snake?
got very narrow shoulders.
Very narrow.
Yeah.
So narrow.
Yeah.
And well, gals, we've just got enough time to catch a show. Before dinner, what'll it be? Goldfinger or Thunderball?
Let's make it Thunderball. I've only seen that one 4 times.
Tell me, Henry, what do you do at that private school? That private school you go to?
mostly, I guess I hang around by my feet.
Honestly, can't you ever be serious?
I guess he is being serious.
Then, as late afternoon fades into darkness, our scene switches
No.
to a fashionable uptown restaurant where Scott is still engaged in the manly art of cock-blocking his friend,
His aunt friend, yes.
his Anne friend.
The filet mignon was delicious, Warren. Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, just like at Publix, it was my pleasure, Jeannie.
I bet it was.
I'm glad you and Scott, of course, could join me. Ha-cha-cha.
I wonder where they get the miniature trees to put in the middle of these tables.
It is cute, Pet.
Yes. Still, Warren, I wished you'd let me pay for my own meal, but if you will... I don't like to impose, but if you insist. Waiter, I need the full course.
Nonsense. We'll have no more of that kind of talk. Well, I suppose we'd best be going. Let me help you with your coat, Jean.
Oh, why, thank you again, kind sir.
Can we drop you anywhere, Scotty? Off a building?
No, but I
I'll catch you, of course.
Oh, no, thanks. I'm going to meet some people that are going to kill you later. Anyway, I'm late now. Unlike Alicia, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
He's going
Dick.
to meet someone. He has friends. How exciting. He's making friends.
He's what?
Apparently, he's going to meet someone. So I guess Scott is making friends.
Making what?
Oh, and friends.
Nah,
Yeah, there we go.
that's better. Sounds like you could use some coffee. Carl!
I'll take some if you have any left.
I'm getting a frappuccino right now.
Woo!
Minutes afterward, as a happy Warren Worthington III drives toward Grand Central Station.
His initials are World War III.
It's so quiet. It's like the professor has told her to be. So pensive.
I wonder, maybe she's finally beginning to feel about me the way I do about her. Ah, shit.
Scott. Warren is a wonderful guy, but when will you see that it's you who I love?
God, life sucks.
Wait, I'm in love now? Uh-oh. That's not great.
Meanwhile, to complete our confusing little triangle, let's pick up on Scott Summers pissing and moaning some blocks away.
Of all the times, I can't even find a candle kick. Why must I, Scott Summers, the sickest of lips, of all the X-Men, be the only one who's a loser? And has a mutant power, it's so Omega level that we'll never see another one until Jean fires off for being angry and becomes a phoenix. But I'm a potential threat to all who I meet. Well, here's Central Park. Maybe a walkthrough that'll make me feel better somehow. Maybe I'll run into Spider-Man.
And I'll walk alone.
Maybe share some cake.
I walk alone. Sorry. I'm not really meeting anyone. I just checked into a nearby hotel to watch cable porn. Because that's all I'm good for, apparently. In these books, no one else follows me. But I knew Warren wanted to be alone with Jean. And holy shit! That figure levitating over the trees. It's Marvel Girl. What is she doing here? Is she reading my thoughts? Oh, shit.
A heartbeat later.
She vanished, just like any mention of Alicia in these readings.
Uh-huh.
Or did I only imagine her? My eyes! They've always been a curse to me. They are starting to play tricks on me as well. So what's this strange glow above my head do?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the mammoth structure, which is Grand Central Station.
Daily Bugle Special Bulletin. One of the mysterious X-Men has been flying in the vicinity of Central Park. Stay tuned for...
Here's what happened when the Hood Mets were 5 runs behind.
Wait, a flying X-Men? But only Warren and I can fly, and he just left me in his car.
Wait, did I didn't mean the Mets. I meant the Reds were actually winning a game. And now I can't find out what happens.
Her feminine curiosity fully aroused, Jean Grey hails a cab and soon...
I hope I don't miss my train.
Look, lady, it's not my business, but this ain't no place for you, especially with the X-Men around.
Thank you, but rest assured I can take care of myself.
Uh-huh.
They're drawing Jean looking better and better these issues.
Yeah.
And now it's censored again.
And after the cabbie tells Jean to quiet, he speeds away.
If the angel did fly here after dropping me off, I'll soon locate him and find out what's up. But if it's an imposter, he's in for it. everything is so hushed, so tranquil. Why do I have this nameless feeling of dread?
Is that Mad Men in a Box playing?
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly,
Ugh! Tree branches are grabbing me! That figure in the shadow, his strange weapon must be activating the trees. Who?
You do not know me, Marvel Girl.
No one does.
No one does. But soon the world will remember the name of the Eggman, no, the Plant Man. Asterix.
last seen in Strange Tales 121, which, if I recall correctly, was when I ordered the coffee I still don't have.
Right.
As all good Marvelites know.
You know what he looks like?
Same.
Cross between Super Adaptoid with Wolverine and Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. And cringe at its merest mention. And now, my fair lady, my chloroform gas will take care of you.
Ugh.
That got her, boss.
As a short distance away.
First I see Marvel Girl, then I don't. And now I'm certain I heard her cry out. I don't know what's going on, but I think it's Tom Sick Lips did some investigating. Sick Lips investigations on the prowl.
Mm-hmm.
If that was Jean, then what happened to Warren? Did she kill him?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit, he's alive.
Then, glancing upward, Scott Summers sees.
Speak of the devil, and then he appears. Hey, asshole, down here. Wait. It's no use. He's deaf. Either that, or else he pretends not to care. I'll see if I can catch up with him.
I can catch him with my optic blast.
I know, I thought about it. I'm like,
And now, in case there's a mixed up Marvelite left who doesn't realize the X-Men are being deceived by images, or we switch our swinging scene again.
Last observed in the vicinity of Central Park. Central Park? But what would any of the gang be doing there? There's something fishy about all of this.
that's a good looking car there. Look, it's got wooden seats in the back and everything. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Rough.
Park bench seats.
Oh, it's a convertible. Apparently.
I wonder, could it be Unis? I've heard it both ways. Or the boob? I heard it one way. They're still on the loose and nursing an old grudge against the X-Men. The parking lot attendant is too engrossed in the ball game to see me change and fly away. I'm lucky that the Mets are only 6 runs behind.
Uh-oh. They gave up a run in between pages.
Uh-huh.
Hey, think about that. It'd be the Reds. 6 runs.
His powerful wings propelling him across town. The winged mutant swiftly reaches his destination and...
That form! It's someone impersonating me! Well, whoever it is, he must be superpowered himself. But I'm closing in on him.
However, the next instant...
What the hell? He's gone! If it was ever there in the first place. But I see another form near those trees.
Gleep.
Gleep.
Allow myself to introduce myself. Angel. Men call me the Scarecrow. But you can call me Daddy.
Mr. I've sadly heard of you. But, oh wait, asterisk.
You have, though. if you're around way back to in Suspense 51, superannuated Stan?
Yeah, that's correct.
Wow.
But you have to understand, my professor can only have intellectual property of Marvel. You're DC.
No,
You're responsible for that phony version of me.
Yeah, Scarecrow too.
Then, out of nowhere,
What the? Crow's pulling a tight meshed net all over me. Not cha-cha.
He's not very good at scaring crows, is he?
No, he isn't. Or counting them. Or counting them.
Angels rush and where fools feel to tread. To coin a cliche. Ha ha ha, bitch.
Laugh while you can, bitch. This thing won't hold me for long.
But this is no ordinary net. It is a Marvel plot point net. My fine feathered doofus. Its fibers. I guess a weird way how I spell it.
Yeah, that's correct.
Are designed to adhere to anything caught inside.
He's right. I'm caught like a fly in fly paper.
Like a fly in fly paper, you are caught.
Shit.
He's a terrible scarecrow.
The girls love me.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a
The love crow.
Eat crow. It'd be most appropriate to see the high-flying angel laid low by winged creatures such as himself. And now I'd like to have some more Trader Joe's popcorn while I introduce you to some other and friends of mine, members of the infamous Magia, or whatever the heck the other guy said 3 hours ago.
The pleasure's all ours, Angel.
The Magia, I've heard it both ways. I thought that crime cartel had been smashed.
and while Angel continues to fight the members of Joe DiMaggio,
Yeah.
even as a second ensnared mutant falls victim to Count Nefaria's costumed hirelings, two other X-Men are blissfully unaware of the mounting menace.
How about an after movie snack, boys? Soda, potato chips.
You talked us into it, Zelda. Meanwhile, I'll tune into music.
A laudable idea, Robert, my lad. There's a Beethoven concert coming on in a few minutes, I believe.
That's what I like about you, Hank. You're so refined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's like Bobby, almost. Or Justin Bieber. It's very manly.
I like
Oh,
her
and Zelda, thank you for the Doritos. Next time I'll turn my mic off.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly, as the Daily Bugle update warms up,
And according to the latest reports, there have been several additional sightings of X-Men in Central Park.
What? But that can't be, what would the X-Men be doing there? Must be careful so the girls don't guess our secret.
I don't know, Hank, but what do we care?
We don't, of course. Still, this news is most annoying. I think I'd best retire to our hotel and take some tranquilizers. A poor excuse is better than none, Bobby boy. Make my excuses to the ladies while I do some investigating as the Beast.
Sure, buddy.
Oh, where's Hank going, Vera?
To the moon, for all I care.
Ooh. Ouch. Friend zone.
You'll be fine.
Soon afterward, a strange figure stalks his prey amid the cages of Central Park Zoo.
Ah, that last sighting took place near here, but the zoo is closed for the evening. And why would one of my superpowered associates come here in full costume? Like I'm not here in full costume?
They came for the same reason you did, fool. To be captured.
Eh? Who's that?
I am known as the Porcupine.
I believe it.
Enough repartee. This nerve gas will still your prattling tongue.
Ah, your voluminous vocabulary is most heartening, my loquacious and chum. But your hostile personality is strictly for the boys, so. One blow from my prodigious feet and yow!
Oh, I forgot to warn you. These studs in my belt give me complete control over the coils in my special suit, enabling me to fend off your puny attack. Now grovel before me, and perhaps I may spare you.
Uh-huh. Then, okay, sorry.
Then, as the agile X-Men lands on his ample hands,
You underestimated me, my Ann friend. If the noble beast cannot fight on his feet, he takes to his hands. Not his knees. But what?
A simple hypnotic disc to defeat a simple foe.
Uh-huh.
and momentarily mesmerized by the spinning disc, Hank McCoy is taken prisoner.
Uh-huh.
As several sinister forms come out of hiding.
Mm-hmm.
He won't break them.
He won't break the ropes. In a hurry, Porcupine. But why do you have to bother? Why not just bop him off?
That I would gladly do, Turtle, but Count Nefaria has need of them, and you shall have them.
My name is Churl.
Yep.
Hey, he gets a name.
I remember your birthdays too. I care about my minions.
Right.
Meanwhile, worried about what may have befallen his friend and not caring a whit about Porcupine's minions,
His Ann friend?
his and friend, Bobby Blake, brother of Don Blake, returns to the hotel room he and Hank are sharing.
No, I'm sorry, but Mr. McCoy has not called.
Thank you. I don't know why. I let Beast talk. I don't know why I let Beast talk me into staying behind just to smooth things over the girls. I'm really getting worried about him. I'll see if I can learn anything from the news.
Again?
But the anxious teenager is not ready for the Daily Bugle bulletin he hears.
And only minutes ago, police prowl cars sighted the Iceman moving towards the lake area of the park.
That's Spider-Man?
That
Oh
settles
my God, can you imagine if it was Spider-Man?
Yes!
Oh, the cake.
That settles it. I was supposed to meet a Hank here, but I'm not letting any imposter masquerade as me and get away with it. It's time for the real Iceman to go into action. Yeah.
Iceman. Exactly 1 minute later, right?
Excuse me.
Well, I figured you're getting coffee.
You silly boy. I'm never getting coffee. That's the problem. And exactly 1 coffeeless minute later.
Here's your latte, sir.
This vacation was unplanned, so Hank and I just decided to spend the 2 weeks in New York, seeing plays and movies, and of course Zelda and Vera. But now it looks as if vacation time is over. The human race is already distrustful enough of us mutants. We sure don't need any bad publicity for terrorizing Central Park.
Mean a bad Publix for terrorizing Central Park?
Yeah. Or shopping isn't a pleasure. I don't think they exist, but
But terrorizing is.
Wait, there's the bogus me now. Straight ahead. He sees me. He's heading down, right by the edge of the lake. Well, at least I'm sure of one thing. It isn't Eunice or the Blob.
Last seen atop a speeding subway in X-Men 20. Remember? No, because it was a while ago that we read it.
This might be
Yeah.
the deal.
But as the icy X-Men alights at Lake's edge,
Gone. Without a trace. This has all the earmarks of a first-rate trap. But if it is, you can bet your booties the Iceman will end up the trapper.
Wishful thinking, you walking popsicle. For you're already as good as caught.
Daddy,
What, Alicia?
is that you, Daddy?
No, that was not me. This is me.
Mommy?
No, her mother's dead.
Mommy, no!
I am confused.
You think you're confused? I'm confused.
You're my half-sister.
Does that mean Mommy's only half dead?
Who are you?
Of course not.
Oh. Did you already read your line? Any confusion? Did you read your line already?
No, let me read it.
Who the heck is that? I can't see anybody.
Of course not, you frost-covered juvenile delinquent, because I didn't want you to. For now, it's time for you to meet the eel.
Does he say that to,
Ooh.
does Puppet Governor say that to Alicia all the time?
Heel.
I couldn't see before in the darkness. Now he's glowing with electricity.
Alicia couldn't see me either way.
I hate you, Daddy.
Alicia, that's not me. There's a very different way of talking.
That's right. It's my mommy.
Sorry, I'm not trembling down to my tippy toes, mister. But I've never heard of you before. Still, I don't figure you're from the welcome wagon, so I'm just in case you're nice until we can talk.
Yak, yak, yakety yak. Don't talk back. You're as bad as that blasted useless human torch, Astra.
Eel's first useless opponent in Strange Tales 117.
Wait, if it was in Strange Tales, wasn't it the other human torch?
No.
Okay.
Guess who?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Not the
Tell
puppet
me you didn't
governor,
lose to him.
but the
Oh,
torch.
no!
The torch defeated me because my powers were still new to me. You'll have no such luck.
Oh, he smashed through the ice prison with just one electrical jolt.
I don't think that's how ice works.
It's dry ice.
What happened to your block of ice was nothing, and pal, compared to what's going to happen to you. You'll never escape this next electrical blast. Oh, God!
Ah,
Oh, never say never, Eel. Sooner or later, you end up with egg all over your face.
Psych! Where'd you come from?
Off panel.
welcome to hour 2.
I've been lost in Central Park all day.
Oh no!
I saw Jean and then she ghosted me. Angel too. I've been wandering around the park for a while, and I saw your carbon copy come to Earth. I didn't want to interfere, but I didn't want to risk you getting hurt or me murdering the wrong one, which I did. Oh,
Believe me, I wouldn't have had it any other way. But have you seen the beast? He came here earlier.
no, but I saw Angel and Marvel Girl, or else they're exact twins. At this stage, I'm not sure which. Snap. Listen. A twig snapping. We're being watched.
Watch nothing. Look what just got out of the woodwork.
It would appear that our pseudo image of Iceman has netted not one but 2 X-Men, and it is only fitting that I should be the one to make the capture. Turn, buffoons, and meet your governor. I know.
In that outfit.
That is the dorkiest outfit ever.
Even Wonder Man has a better costume.
Wonder Man's first costume is way better than this.
It's awesome.
Yeah. The eel was not your match, but no man that lives can stand against the uncanny unicorn.
But he's not a unicorn even.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
This must be 2024 Marvel. All of the horrible villains are coming out of the woodwork.
He's not a horrible villain, though.
And we still never heard of you. You haven't been in any Marvel movies. But if it's a fight you want, I'm in the mood.
Let's get him, psych.
Sick.
Sick. Let's get him sick.
Well, you don't. You gotta get a cold, then you gotta sneeze on him.
Are you kidding me? One blast from my highs ought to put you out of commission till the next Iron Man book.
Yeah.
What? The rays are being blocked by some sort of plot energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Precisely, fool. If even mighty Iron Man could not defeat the unicorn, asterisk.
In ish 56 of suspense. What else? Sly old Stan.
What chance has a stripling such as you? But I have played the defender long enough. Now taste the irresistible might of my power horde. It's not even a power horde.
Oh, come on. That's not even.
No thanks. I'll take your word for it.
It's so dorky.
I've got to dodge for a moment. And then I got to get a Chevy. The match might be him against his.
So the most dangerous of the X-Men flees my power, but it shall avail him not.
This has gone far enough.
I know.
3, 2, 1. I had to switch to Coke Zero.
Yeah.
I can't wait for coffee any longer.
Yep.
Oh, it's summer. It's good to have some cold soda.
And as the most menacing of nefarious hirelings, which would be Carl because I traded him to Nefaria earlier in the issue, prepares to unleash another awesome blast.
Hold it right there, Buster. I'm putting that power horn of yours in cold storage.
What? You dare?
He froze his head.
Totally just froze his
He's
head.
dead.
Little does my attacker realize that my helmet, developed by my former communist overlords, has devices even for such an emergency as this.
As having somebody blast your head with ice beams? That's
Wait. Is he Russian then?
Well, we don't know.
Mm.
He may be just a
Maybe he's Irish or Russian. Who knows?
You want him Irish?
Whatever you want to do. Bobby?
Thermal units in his headgear. Melting the ice as fast as I created.
Is it really hot?
That's gotta be so except for my ice. Which means if I stop, he'll overheat and maybe like a heat stroke or something.
Yeah.
I just had to keep pouring it on. Just like I did with Colosso.
If only Colossus was here.
But that very instant,
I was careless. Forgot all about my own opponent.
You can relax now, unicorn. The eel is back in business.
Oh shit, Bobby. He's been stunned in unconsciousness. It's all up to me now. Domino's, I'd like 2 pepperoni pizzas.
and even as the youngest mutant falls limply,
If you've harmed one single ice cube on Iceman, no place on earth will hide you from my squirrely wrath. Zach,
Will you chase me to the ends of the earth?
I will.
What a shock. Save the flowery speeches for the next superheroes convention, Bright Eyes. It's time for the eel took to his natural element, water.
Don't use your powers.
I didn't see that coming.
Mm-mm.
But you
He's a
did
slippery
see Zach.
I let the craven eel flee like his slimy namesake.
Gar, only an Iceman tax from behind.
Yes. I, the unicorn, shall stand his ground and conquer.
But
Two boyos.
Gar,
Two boyos. You may safely emerge now, my waterlogged wonder. I have finished your work for you.
come on, eel.
Yep.
Oh, I warn you, unicorn. Don't push me too far. That power horn of yours may be stronger than my electric blast. And it may not. And one of these days, we may just find out. Ooh.
Ooh, throwing hands.
I had enough of this, laddie. Time is too precious to be spent in argument. We must deliver these hapless captives to Count Nefaria,
Ooh. Oh, right.
I like how
our boss man.
Bobby's laying a very particular piece there.
Yeah,
Foreshadowing.
yeah.
Right. Though I can't see, like Alicia, why you'd want them.
a short time later, shrouded by the black cloak of night, sorry, Zach, an unmarked panel truck screeches to a halt on a darkened wharf.
I, Begona, the unicorn and the eel, we bring to X-Men, Cyclops, and the Iceman to be taken aboard ship at once.
Begora, excellent there. We are already skilled in all readiness for departure.
But hurry, for each second may bring us closer to capture.
Bare seconds afterwards, as several hoodlums of the international crime ring known as the Joe DiMaggio
Yeah.
carry out their ordered tasks.
Begora, what the Irish Magia? They're not even moving. You are aware that they wanted us, the mutants, to take alive, me boyos.
They are alive. We just stunned them.
Also, you get. Did talk heartily to the unicorn, don't. I serve Count Nefaria for now, but I am no man's indentured servant.
Blasted old Wilson and a guy with a toilet on his head.
Yeah.
Then, slipping unobserved from the enshadowed port, the sinister freighter sails along the coastline of an unsuspecting America.
America.
Searching for coffee.
Until, in the mighty, murky hours of dawn, it arrives at the unassuming building which serves as the camouflaged fortress of Count Nefaria.
I.
Begora! So, me forces have returned, and with them, according to the radio messages, are the vaunted X-Men. Then, the time has come to begin.
The time is now. You can't see me.
Exactly 1/2 hour later, 5 uniquely garbed criminals gather ominously about the brooding form of their leader, the infamous Governor of Images.
Yeah, of Image Comics.
Yeah.
'Tis this then. Is the band of lieutenants I have chosen to assist me as I regain leadership of the Magia, or the Joe DiMaggio. I've heard it both ways.
Aye.
5 costumed cutthroats, each a supervillain in his own right, who had been defeated in battle and lying low until I located him. And yet, none of these masked hirelings may I trust. Each considers himself a potential leader of the DiMaggio, merely waiting for me to make a misstep, the fatal error, which will give him the chance to seize the reins of power.
Over the tri-state area?
But I shall not give any of them the opportunity, for there is too much at stake. Much more than any of them can dream, for me to show the slightest weakness, the slightest hesitation. Well, I do not pay you merely to stand around looking omnibus. Tell me the name and condition of your prisoners.
My little girl, unconscious, but safe.
But is she quiet?
Yes, she's very quiet.
Good.
Hey, the angel captured, unharmed. Ha-cha-cha.
I captured the one known as the Beast, also intact.
Excellent. If my examination bears you out.
You never said anything about bears that do examinations.
Look at all the bears.
Cyclops and the Iceman, subdued by the alien himself, have been stunned into suspicion.
I don't get to speak? What the hell, man?
Because
You're speaking for me.
you're
I
not
got my own cool voice and everything.
Yeah.
What did you say? I, Count Nefaria, made it thoroughly clear to you. They must be completely unharmed.
Didn't you listen to me, you duck?
No, I was too busy monologuing.
Aye. We believe that you will find them so, Count Nefaria. I said only that we had to stun them.
Suddenly,
Governor! The prisoners have been rendered harmless in the dungeon of the Fortress of Solitude and are ready for your bears to inspect them.
good. And of their conditions? As for you, Unicorn, you had the best hope your captives are at the peak of fighting form, or you and I will be going to the Casbah. Where
Sure,
we will-
yes. You all can do the beautiful music?
Yes, together.
Yes. Sure, and you presume too far, you get Nefaria. Be warned, me patience is not endless.
Then, as the voice on the loudspeaker continues,
We need Foggy Bear now.
Fozzie Bear?
Fuzzy Bear.
Foggy Bear. Yeah.
Hey, Waka Waka! So far as can be ascertained, no permanent damage has been done to any of the mutants. Governor! Yeah! Oh, wait, no. Waka Waka!
There you go. Because it's a bear.
How fortunate for you as well, Unicorn and Eel.
Oh, I get to speak now?
Oh, no.
You may return to your quarters, my faithful lieutenants, and make sure Eel does not speak,
Yeah.
while I personally inspect our unwilling guests. You shall be summoned again when you are needed. Begorra! Thus do I maintain my position as first among equals. All of them hate me, but they do not trust each other enough to unite to overthrow me.
Sure. Each of me costume computers views as I do, but it shall be the unicorn who will one day soon wrest the scepter of power from Nefaria.
Don't be too sure.
Yeah.
But enough of this bitter intellectual byplay for the moment. Meanwhile, let's observe how our mistreated mutants are faring.
Ugh. I feel as though I've been blasted by my own beams. Iceman, are you here too?
We're all here, son. Individually gift wrapped for a mysterious gentleman known as Count Nefaria.
We heard his name mentioned several times on the trip here. Count Nefaria this, Count Nefaria that. Wherever we are, I don't know who he is, but he certainly knew our weaknesses. Ouch.
Hmm.
Yeah, he trapped us separately and with the element of surprise on his side.
But why has he trapped us? Is he planning some monstrous crime so that he wants us out of the way?
Perhaps he just wants sandwiches.
Then the X-Men's gloating captor appears. So, these are the dreaded mutants whom the world fears. Let me count you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perhaps I do not know how to count.
Practice.
Could be, mister. Why don't you release us and we'll teach you.
Easy there, Angel. Let him do the counting himself in his practice.
1, 3, 11 to 7. A wise suggestion, Cyclops. I do not count for shit.
You're evil, call me by that name.
Truly, there is no reason for us to remain enemies. I, Count Nefaria, am here to propose an alliance.
Do you expect us to talk, Goldfinger?
No, Mr. Cyclops, I expect you to die.
We'll never work with you.
Of course. What could be more natural? The world despises you, as it despises the underworld group whom I represent. I offer you the supreme opportunity for revenge.
Serious?
I pause for a reply.
I thought it was a baseball game.
Will you join me in restoring the might of the DiMaggio to its former glory?
Count, I don't know what you're planning or why you thought we'd go along with you, but I've got a daily bugle bulletin for you. You're not well.
The beast speaks for all of us, Nefaria.
So, that is your answer. I would have preferred that you join me willingly. However, before I do what I must do, count yourselves off. 1, 2. I'm just kidding. You leave me no choice. For, rest assured, my costumed captives, join me you shall. Now I leave you to reconsider your decision, but ponder these words. 1, 2, in a matter of minutes, I shall do what no man before me has ever done. Successfully count to 5.
Right.
I shall steal the entire tri-state area
Yes.
and the capital of the United States.
I just gotta ask, where was that thought bubble coming from to the left of Beast? We're all to the right of him. You're mad. You'll never count to 5.
Cracked, perhaps. Crazy. More than likely. But very well, then.
Barry the Platypus will defeat you.
Think me mad for the moment. But know this. I shall ransom the nation's capital for $100 million. That's 1,
Serious?
2, 3. Don't bother me while I'm counting.
Sorry.
And you, my fine principled and friends, will collect it for me. Anything over 5, because I have trouble after that.
Never! Nothing will ever make the X-Men turn traitors.
If we give him $7, can we just tell him? It's
What? 145?
Quiet, Gene! You're saying the plan out loud!
Unlike Alicia, we shall see, Angel. We shall see.
I can't see anything.
oh, poor
That's
guy.
because all the word bubbles are to the right. Then, scant seconds later. And now, let the drama begin. For I am far too important to be captured. Oh, it is far more important, far more crucial than even the X-Men can suspect. I do not go, I do go blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
1, 2. What is the dark, brooding secret which the villainous Count Nefaria hides? And what of the uncanny unicorn and his costume cohorts? You'll learn more about all of these and a host of the usual magnificent Marvel surprises in the next episode of Soap. Or in X-Men 23. Be here. It's your kind of... Carl, where's my coffee?
I got it for Count Nefaria!
I knew I couldn't count on you. See what I did there?
We want to thank you.
It's your yarn, pussycat.
Joining us today. Like, comment, and subscribe. We have to run away because we have another stream coming in a couple minutes. So join us for that one. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.